but the energy was phenomenal. We pushed the tempo, we shared the ball, we got to where we wanted to get on the floor, both offensively and defensively. We executed, and a 30-point quarter after 8-day layoff is it's a really good quarter, and we held them to 18 as well. So it was a great start for us.
In the fourth quarter, having that lead and not really relinquishing it like you have in some of the games recently?
Just want to play the game. That's all. If we would have lost the lead, just protect it and win the game. That's all.
LeBron, Scott Sargent, WFNY. To kind of piggyback off of that, Coach, prior to the game, mentioned that the first 5 or 6 minutes could be a little dicey given the rest. How much of it was a concerted effort to not let that happen?
Well, it's always a concerted effort, but you got to go play. You can't just talk about it. We can talk about it. Hey, listen, let's get off to a great start. Let's hold the team but you got to still play the game. And I just liked our energy. Our energy was very, very good, and it sustained. And like I said, that was the mystery, because when you have an 8-day layoff, sometimes you can come out with a lot of energy, and then it can just go away because you've been off so long. But for the most part, for 48 minutes, I think we kept that level of intensity up and the level of energy up, and it worked in our favor.
Brian Skronsky, WMFD Sports. You were just talking about the energy that you played with tonight, and we talked to a bunch of season ticket holders that thought maybe the environment tonight, as good as they'd seen. If you would just talk about the atmosphere and how much of a difference you thought it made.
This is home for us, so our fans do a great job of giving us even more extra energy. They're phenomenal. They're phenomenal for us all the time, man. And tonight was no different. So, we definitely fed off them. We try to get them, things to cheer for, plays to root for, and try to make our fans proud every night we go on the court.
LeBron, last year you very graciously offered to pay Dante's fine when he was suspended against the Raptors, which I think was $80. He got fined 2/3 of his salary tonight on those texts and ejection. Will you make the same offer?
I actually told him, first of all, I said I was going to pay the fine before I even knew what it was, so it didn't matter.
Fair point.
It didn't matter. And I told him tonight, I said, listen, Dante, all right, now enough is enough. You're going to stop getting kicked out against Toronto all the time, all right? Man, stop paying your damn fines. But, yeah, he don't have to worry about it. He's good.
You've played all these teams throughout your career over and over again in the playoffs. Since 2010, no one's beat you in the East at all. And I understand you're trying to get to the finals, trying to win, but within these series, how do you keep it fresh, especially after you've piled up victory after victory against these same teams?
Well, I don't think about the past or the future. I worry about the present. And that's all my whole mindset is how we can get this win. And today, game one, how we can get this win, how can we play, what can I do to help our team be successful. So that's how I'm able to stay fresh, because I don't think about the past, and like I said, the future is a mystery. So I got to live in the present.
I almost feel like I'm always asking you about running into somebody, but the beer lady, how did that happen? Did you see what she was doing? Oh.
No, I was upset at myself because I had an and one opportunity and I didn't finish, left it short. And my momentum just took me to the sideline, and I'm not going to run over our beer lady, and she had one, in her hand, so I took it out of her hand. But not much of a beer guy. If she'd had some red wine, I probably would have definitely took a sip.
Once again, name and affiliation before you ask your question.
Jason Lloyd, The Athletic. First of all, kind of piggybacking off that, there was the story of Joe Montana in the Super Bowl seeing John Candy in the stands and pointing him out, and you've had things like this in the past. Are you trying to keep the mood light? Do you understand what you're doing?
I'm okay where we're headed. I'm not pleased. I'm not satisfied because it's still so early. But at the end of the day, I feel like we're making progress and being a team that we want to become. And tonight was another step in the right direction. I think there was some few plays that I can think about, and that's playing in my mind now, where we could have been a lot better. Making multiple effort. There's a couple plays where we gave up some shots where nobody was around to contest. I know there's a couple of Serge shots, 4 P.J. Tucker shots, a couple of Norman Powell shots where guys were just not around them, and we can't have that if we want to continue to be as great as we want to become. But I like the direction we headed in.
LeBron Brajeski, ESPN 990. Similar to what Jason was just asking you, just the cohesiveness of the team with D. Will and Kyle and all the guys being integrated now into the team for so long, the health of the team. Are you guys now playing at a level that you hadn't yet, that you've been taking little incremental steps throughout the last series, and today was kind of a crescendo of a new level of just a cohesiveness, playing true to your identity that you want to be at?
Well, I mean, listen, anytime we can get 25-plus assists, we had 26 assists on 39 field goals. That's very efficient, very, very efficient. And we only had 12 turnovers, and I think we had like 4 or 5 of them late in the game where
you only had 4 turnovers through 3 quarters.
Well,
you only had 4 turnovers.
Exactly. So that lets me know that we're playing, very consistent ball. We're doing what we need to do. The game plan that our coaching staff has given us, to be executing it. And so that's letting me know we're moving in the right direction. And if we just keep doing that every game, then we'll be a very good team.
LeBron, Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. A lot of the guys in the locker room were talking about the practice time that you had in between series. Practice wasn't something you guys did a ton in the second half of the season. So where have you noticed the most change within the team since practicing more?
Well, I mean, like you said, I think we practiced more this week than we did in all of March. And obviously in March was a heck of a month for us. We was on the road a ton, and we didn't get an opportunity to get out on the floor, because of injuries, because of flights, because of being on the road so much. We didn't get a lot of time to actually put in what we wanted to do to get better as a team. So, this week I think we had 5 days of practice. And, we did everything from game planning when we knew who we were going to play after the series ended with Toronto and Milwaukee. We worked our habits defensively, worked our habits offensively, got some more continuity things put together. We got some great conditioning in as a team. So, like I said, we did a lot this week, because we had the practice time and we're home. So it definitely helped us out a lot.
Michael Lee with The Vertical. LeBron, early in the game, you and Kyrie had that 2-on-1 break, and you're pointing toward the sky right away, like you want the ball thrown up high. What was running through your mind through that play? And also, do you feel like right now, physically, you're like probably the best you've felt since you returned? And just where does that extra motor come from?
Yeah, I've seen the play developing all the way from the defensive side. I played the passer lane on the throwback to Serge Ibaka at the top from Kyle Lowry, and I was able to get it to Kyrie, and I seen Lowry kind of chase Kyrie down, not like he wanted to get the ball from Kyrie, but I think he maybe thought I stopped running. But when Kyrie, when I hit the ball to Kyrie and he kind of looked at me, I told him to throw it off the glass, pointed to the glass, and or you could say I told him to throw it to the sky. I like that better. It's a little higher than the glass. But I don't know, man. I train my body every single day to be in tip-top shape, and I feel real good. I feel real good where I'm at today, and hopefully I can just continue it.
Last question down front,
Dave McMenamin, ESPN. LeBron, how did you feel like as a group you guys respond to trash talk? Is it an individual thing, or do you feel like there's a team demeanor in how you respond to it in the course of a playoff game?
I don't really get involved in it too much unless someone says something to me, and then I'll say my piece and keep it moving. But I don't even be knowing what be going on out there, man. Well, that's kind of a lie because I actually see everything and hear everything. Sorry, Dave, we're much better than that. I shouldn't have lied to you like that. But I focus on what the main thing is. The main thing is to win. I see it going on, I hear it, but I don't really get involved in it unless, like I said, someone say something to me, and then I can do both.